Hello, everyone, and good evening this Friday. Welcome, those on the replay, those on the web, welcome. You can favorite, hey, Experience Fancy, favorite and retweet the broadcast notification, those on the web, since I can't talk to you. Thank you for the hearts. Lakeisha Riddick, blogger, online talk radio show host of Share My World Show. I blog and scope about my faith and my work. Hey, Shermanita. Wow, you guys are troopers staying up late with me. And I blog and scope about my faith weight loss journey. God helping me to transform my mindset. So thank you for the hearts so that I can release these weights. You can follow my journey on my blog, sharemyworldshow.com, and on my YouTube channel, Share My World Show. So I'll just say this. Hey, Stifler732, thanks for joining. This week has been, as Les Brown would say, a character building week for me. Even today. That's why I'm scoping a little bit later. I had technical difficulties. I was just saying, forget it. But God said, keep persisting. So somebody out there that's going to connect on live tonight or watching the replay, I hope you're blessed and encouraged by me sharing this message. So 5 reasons why I don't do cheat meals. Anybody out there on a weight loss journey and heard of cheat meals? Well, for me, when I hear about cheat meals and when I've heard about it, I've always heard it in reference to, people eating whatever they wanted to eat, a certain time or a certain meal. And it's a way for them to stay, you could say, focused on their weight loss journey, right? Stay committed to it. Excuse me. And this is how they can find success. And also a way of escape from their very restrictive diet way of eating. So because they have this such a refined, deprived, restrictive diet, they have to have a way of escape. And having a cheat meal does that. Well, I respect everybody for their choices and what they need to do. And even for you, I always tell people eat the fish and spit out the bones. Everything is not for everyone. There are principles that, we need to, universal principles that we need to, put in place. But at the same time, everybody has different methods. And so today I was reading something and they were talking about cheat meals. And I was like, hey, Mutina, thank you for joining. And I said, okay, this is my confirmation to talk about it. So 5 reasons. First reason, cheaters never win. And winners never quit. Winners never cheat. Yeah, it's been a long time. So the first reason, cheaters never win and winners never cheat. I know you've heard that phrase before. When I hear cheat meals, that's what I'm immediately thinking about. That you're telling me that in order for me to win, in order for me to have success, I have to cheat. Where do we do that at? In society? I mean, I know, politics, right? Thanks for the hearts. People talk about cheating or not, hey, hair diva, or not being honest and that kind of thing. Hey, big dreamer, thanks for joining. And yes, I appreciate the hearts. And if you like to share this with your followers, I do appreciate that as well if you think the content is good. So for me, I'm saying also that I don't think God can help me. I don't think God can change me as far as my mindset toward food. So I have to cheat in order to win. I don't want to feel like that, and I don't want to do that. That's for me. Again, everybody else may not be like this, right? Okay. Second one, I feel like I'm planning to fail. This whole weight loss journey is a collective thing. Spirit, mind, body, right? It's not just about the food. But when it comes to the food, I've learned since August, since I started tracking my food, right? That food is an integral part. Feeling is not an option, right? Excuse me. And please bear with me with this cough. I told you I've been persistent through it. I got a cough drop in, but I'm delivering the word that God has given me. So planning to fail means I'm doing all of this workout. I'm doing all of this, meal preps or, meal choices. But then on the weekend, I'm going to be like, thanks for inviting followers, Sherm. I want to say, you know what? I'm going to throw that all in the garbage and I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat, whether it's one meal, the whole weekend or whatever. I mean, does that make sense? Okay, as a believer in Christ, do you say, yes, Sunday through Friday, glory, yes, I get to live righteous, thank you, Jesus. But then on the weekends, I'm about to turn up. I'm about to sin all I want. Oh, yes. No, we don't think that. And you don't look forward to that either. You look forward to God helping you daily to live righteously, guided by the Holy Spirit, right? So what am I going to do this with food? I mean, I don't want to do that. Okay. Third, I feel like I'm rewarding myself for bad behavior. Let's be honest here. Cheat meals. What do you think about when you think about cheat meals? You're not thinking about Brussels sprouts or carrots or anything that you are supposed to be eating. You're thinking about all of the things that you're not supposed to be eating, or you should not be eating, large amounts of it. So why am I going to, again, do all this work, right? Have God change my mindset, but then at the same time, I'm going to allot some time to just be like, you know what? Let me go over here and do exactly what I'm not supposed to do or what I shouldn't be doing. This is a lifestyle change for me. That's why I'm day 186, I believe, 185. And I'm not about just changing the rules for food and changing rules for exercise. I'm asking God to help me change the underlying mindset that caused me to gain the weight in the first place, which was not just about the food. Okay, I promise you. Talk to anybody out there that's healthy, that never had weight issues. They're not sitting around here going, oh no, I can't eat this, I don't want to eat. It's more about their choices, about their relationship with the food, their mindset. But they're not sitting here so restricted about, I can't eat, I can't eat, I can't eat. It's about what they want to do, right? So planning, rewarding myself for bad behavior with a cheat meal, no, I don't want to do that. And excuse me. And just because it's labeled a cheat meal, now it makes it acceptable. Okay, why now? If, me eating a Big Mac and fries, and I used to eat that, and I loved it. Okay, now I'm like, that's not my good. Hey, Mutina, thanks for joining back in. That's considered a cheat meal. So what is it's acceptable now? It's good for me now? No, it's not. It's not good, right? I mean, it's not. Okay, fourth, food is in control of my desires, right? Not me. And my decisions. You get that one? Food is in control of my decisions, not me. What I've discovered on this journey is that God wants to be in control of everything, right? He wants us to submit to him. And that includes our decision making. Right? That's Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all our hearts and not lean on our own understandings. In all our ways acknowledge him and he will direct our paths, right? So that includes your food choices. I don't care how prepared you are. You could be prepared down to the morsel, but there's going to be some times where you're not going to be, hey, Sparkle Princess, thanks for joining. You're not going to get it. But you can go to the one who does get it. So, okay, if I have these cheat meals, right, I am saying that I'm not in control. I don't have that fruit of the spirit, self-control. But you know what? I'm going to give my power, my control to the food because that's what's going to help me. Does that make sense? Well, it doesn't make sense to me. To be like, you know what? What got me to be 280 pounds plus of this, I eat what I want. I deserve it. I get what I want to do it. When I want to do it. And then now all of a sudden, I can be able to be strong enough, right, on my own and say, I'm going to eat this cheat meal and I'm going to be okay. Well, for me, no, that's not going to work. When I'm saying, hey, PJ, loves PJ, thanks for joining. When I'm saying that I want to change my lifestyle, I want to make healthier choices because I want to, not because I have to, not because these are rules. Because for me, the rules don't work. You know why they don't work? Because you do everything to toe the line, excuse me, to toe the line about what you can't do. Versus living free, okay? There's a difference between living free and living just below what you think is wrong. That's not God. God does not tell you to live like that. And the fifth thing is fear. For me, and not that I'm living in fear, but this is a reality for me, right? Hello, I just restarted this journey, April 20th, right? 280 pounds, and I'm down now 35 pounds and counting. And I didn't have good coping skills. I didn't know how to really handle my emotions, right? So now I'm going to introduce something into my lifestyle where I'm asking God to change and transform me from the inside out and say, yes, I'm strong enough that I'm going to be able to, you know what, I'm going to eat that cheat meal. And that's good. That's going to satisfy me. Well, I can say clearly, boldly to you guys listening and watching on Periscope, no. Hey, Felicia, thanks for joining. That's not me. I'm not going to be able to be strong. And guess what? I don't have to be strong. Because what? For me, God's power is perfected in my weakness. And I'll give you those scriptures in a moment so that you can see. I mean, think about it. I know a lot of people don't like this analogy. Welcome, Felicia. I'll do hey T, I'm going to do a recap in a second because I'm on the fifth one. But when it comes to food and people who are severely overweight like myself, there was issues. There was issues with self-control. Thank you so much. Hey, there was issues with self-control. There was obviously issues with decision-making going on there, right? Thank you for the hearts. So, for me to introduce this type of mindset back into my lifestyle, to me, it's a defeating thing. Would you do that to an alcoholic? Again, I know some people don't like that analogy of an addiction, but it really is an addiction, okay? Addiction meaning that you had no power, no control. Hey, Chef Tasha. Welcome. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to open that door. I'm going to say, okay, look at this example here for the alcoholic. You're going to say, hey, recovering alcoholic, you know what? If you want to take a drink, go take that. You go take one drink and you'll be okay. You have enough power. You have enough willpower, enough, absolutely, right? T, food is addicting. You'll have enough willpower. You have enough self-control to do it. You wouldn't tell a recovering alcoholic to do that, right? Because what? His decision-making process, his weaknesses, his lack of self-control put him in that place. That doesn't make him a bad person. That doesn't say that he's not strong, he's not recovering. That's saying, why would you do that? Why would you, right? So I'm saying for myself, to put myself in that mindset where I'm looking at food as bad, good, right? I don't want to do that. Hey, Black Betty Boop, and thanks, Felicia, for inviting followers. That's not helping me to reach my goals and keep moving forward. It's putting me in a fear mindset of, oh my God, what if this meal leads me to binge? Because that is a reality for some people. And I know even for myself. You just say, oh, I just can't, oh, I gotta keep eating. I gotta keep doing. Right. One drink could send them back to the binge. Exactly, T. So the same thing. Why would you open yourself up to, hey, thanks for inviting followers, Chef Tasha. Welcome, Stephanie. So why would you do that for yourself? Now, if you feel that you're strong enough, if you feel that that's okay, fine. But again, for me, this is why I'm saying my reasons, right? That why I'm not doing it. Because for my lifestyle, I want to change, right? I don't want my mindset to be about, good food, bad food, and cheat meals or whatever. I want to enjoy life. And guess what? God has helped me to do it. Let me tell you some of the things that I'm doing. I've changed. He's helped me change my mindset towards food. Hey, thank you, Yogi Bear. Thank you for joining. Okay, changing my mindset towards food in terms of what? I'm drinking water. Hey, Trish Sparks, thanks for joining. Hey, Say Bella Beauty. I didn't want to drink water before. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Me wanting to do it, right? Okay, fast food. I haven't had fast food and I can't remember. Not that I'm like, ooh, don't ever eat fast food. I'm saying in terms of my goals, in terms of what I see now, like my goodness, the amount of sodium in, want versus need. The amount of sodium in one of these meals, it maxes out my daily count for the whole day. And then I'm like, oh, I can't even eat anything else and I'm still hungry. Come on now. Eating brown rice. Now, you never know I will be eating brown rice. But you see what I'm saying? You see how God is helping me? Finding healthier substitutes. Like, okay, for tonight, pizza. Love, love, love pizza. Making pizza from scratch. Making veggie pizza. Water. Yes, I mean, all of these things because God is transforming my mindset to help me make better choices versus me saying, you know what? I'm just going to still eat this because I want to and I deserve it. Now, here's the thing. You got to live a little too, right? Now, here's something, Yogi Bear, about how I am living to. And here's the balance. Instead of me looking at it as a cheat meal, right? Yes, Felicia, a lifestyle change. Let me look at things as, and what they really are, a treat. Just want to thank you so much. I appreciate T. You give me the love. Have a good night. As a treat. Somebody said this to me before. And I'm still learning in this area. A treat is something that you enjoy on special occasions or from time to time, not all the time. It's something where you kind of look forward to it. You can enjoy it, but you're not like, this is something that I have all the time, right? Okay, there you go. Sweet. Okay. But here's the thing. For me, I'm learning for different occasions. And again, if you follow me, follow my blog. Thank you so much, T. I appreciate your support and your love. That you've seen, from April 20th going forward, I had to celebrate a lot of occasions, okay? Sons' birthdays. I had to do Mother's Day, Easter, Father's Day. What else? Memorial Day. What else? Labor Day. All things that we cook, okay, and want to throw down. But guess what? How God has helped me to look at that. I don't eat like that all the time, right? And then even when I'm eating, hey, Natalie, I'm being mindful of what I'm eating and the portion sizes. And, and being like, you know what? No. Okay, now what's coming up? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in the Riddick household is big, okay? Throw down. I'm looking at, well, what can I do differently? Already, I can't do my sweet potatoes how I like to do it. We celebrate with sweets and good food. Portion controls on those days. Yes, you weigh yourself every day. Well, Yogi Bear, I'm not doing the weigh myself every day. Excuse me. Hey, Shermanita, thanks for joining back in. But that's good for you. But see, portion control. See, now that's a different way of thinking. And who's in control of the portions? I don't remember who said that. You are. Do you see what I'm saying? Exercise the self-control, a different mindset. And I didn't realize until I started tracking the food again in August about portion control. Man, I was like, oh my God, this pack of cookies here, only 2 cookies is a serving? Wow, I had no idea. I could eat a whole sleeve and be like, yes. But look, you use a 1-cup scooper, especially cereals. Excuse me. Good. But see, I didn't realize that, Yogi Bear, because my mindset had been so warped over these years. I got you. I got my water and I got a cough drop. Thanks, Chef Tasha. So what am I planning to do for Thanksgiving? I don't know yet all the way. Probably, do turkey. My sweet potatoes are not going to be like I used to do them because I found out I have a nut intolerance. So I can't do my pecans on it and make them like that. But I'm going to figure something out. And above all, I'm going to stay true to me in terms of how I'm eating. Because even let's just cheat for that day. It's not a cheat. It won't be a cheat for me. It'll be, if I eat, sample, whatever, it'll still be small portions. Just like I did, I told you, hey, Gifted Cook, for the previous occasions that I celebrated where I didn't really have control, so to speak, over if we ate out or we went someplace or whatever. I didn't overdo it. And again, that's God helping me make better choices. So again, here are the 5 reasons why I don't do it. And please go back and check the replay if you came in later. Okay, exactly. Not a time to miss workouts. It's not. And that's a blessing. Just a meal. Cheat days can lead to binges. Exactly, Felicia. Yes, but sometimes people, even a cheat meal can lead to binges, Felicia, because some people don't know when to stop. That meal will last all day, all weekend, and next thing you know, you're like, wow, how did I do that? So first, I said for me, cheaters never win and winners never cheat. Number 2, I feel like I'm planning to fail. Number 3, I feel like I'm rewarding myself for bad behavior. Number 4, thanks for following me, Yogi B. I appreciate it. I feel like food is in control of my decisions, not me. This is if I choose to go down that path of cheat meals. And then number 5, fear. I'll revert back to my old habits full time. All this work that I've done, I'll just go back to, and I'll give you even a spiritual thing here. Excuse me. That when you've been delivered from something, you got to keep moving forward. You can't open the door and say, enemy, come back in here. Yes, you have the control. You've done it before. Cheat meal turned into a cheat week. Wow, Felicia. I could believe it. I can see myself. Let me tell you how I can see myself. I am learning now about portion control, right? It's a trail mix. I get this little trail mix. If you follow me, you'll see it. Delivers from evil. Yes. Okay. The serving size was 3 tablespoons, right? Okay. I said, okay, give me 2 serving sizes there. Okay, good. I was still within my goal for the day or whatever. Man, I just said, I want another one. Got another one. Man, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm already up to 3 servings of this, and I didn't really need. I wasn't hungry, but you see what I'm saying? I just easily slipped into that. So I could see how people could easily do that. So that's why for me, don't even entertain that or whatever. It's hard. It is hard to stop. Again, it was hard to stop. That's why we're in this place now. We're restarting our journey and going forward. So why put ourselves there? Okay, change your perspectives towards the food. Don't look at food as good or bad. Look at it healthy, healthier, healthiest, right? Oh, thanks, Felicia. And find the healthy substitutes for your favorite foods. I mean, there are a lot of things out there, man, with flavor, man. There are, okay? If you can't, right, or you're not ready to give up those favorite foods, do like what the people were saying on the scope. Portion control. Figure out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, figure it out. God can help you. Right, Lakeisha, okay, I do use my Fitness Pal, and it's giving me, like, I put my weight in, Gifted Cook, and it gives me, what my daily, nutrition goals is supposed to be. And when I make my own recipes, which, see, that's a blessing that God has given me. When I've done that, I portion it out. I figure out, like, okay, this is going to be like 3/4 of a cup. Can you believe that? Me getting 3/4 of a cup or half a cup of jambalaya? Never. You use Nike app and track your jogs. Wonderful. So the 2 scriptures that helped me on this journey, yes, I love that app because it's very good for me, tracking everything. Romans 12:2, I always say it. Renew, right? I will not be conform to this world, but I will be renewed by the transform of my mind, right? Romans 12:2. And then 2 Corinthians 12:9, where it says, and he has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I would rather boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. I don't have to be strong, right, in this area where obviously I have a weakness. So Lord, help me. That's the goal and the point I'm trying to make. So to make a meal, right, your perfection for your weakness, that's not the way. God's power is supposed to be your strength to perfect that weakness, not the cheat meal. I hope you get that. The cheat meal is not going to help you out in the long term. It's really just going to create more habits and put you in a place. For me, this is what I'm saying. Hey, Liberty with Leslie, put you in a place where you're going to be easily, going down a slippery slope. At least that's how I see it. So, again, thank you, Liberty with Leslie. Thanks for joining in. For those who came in later on the scope, please go back and check the replay. I shared my 5 reasons why I don't do it. And again, I have all respect for people who do all different kinds of things and whatever they choose to do. I just hope that if you are on the fence about this, because, so much buzzwords right now in the weight loss industry in terms of clean eating, macros, all kinds of stuff or whatever. So many things can overwhelm you and make you think that if you're not doing it, that you're not doing something right. Well, I'm telling you, on my journey, day 185, I'm not doing that. And God is still blessing me. God is still transforming me. I'm not saying you can relate more to Proverbs, easier, smaller. Okay. But just hold on and know that God can help perfect you in your weakness when it comes to this weight loss journey, and that you don't have to be alone. You can always call on him. Hey, QSS Cutie. And he will help guide you. It's not about a cheat meal. It's about his guidance ultimately so that you can be transformed from the inside out. So again, thanks to Night Owls for staying with me. I had a little technical difficulties. That's why I got on longer. But I appreciate your love and your support with the hearts. And you sharing this with your followers. And continue to follow me on social media. Share My World Show. My blog, sharemyworldshow.com. And my YouTube channel where I archive all the videos. Thank you so much, QSS Cutie, for inviting your followers. So thank you for sharing my world. Now go and share your worlds with others. And those that come in, please check